No, that is it. And there goes Norbert with the fatality.
Oh! The champion has been
eliminated! We're going to see a new champion!
Oh!
Aiden Cordova is moving on!
Aiden moves on. What a
He's eliminated Norbert Vale!
And we have just begun.
Oh, and a nice head kick. Is Jenner gonna move on?
Yes,
and
he
he
is.
does!
Yes, he is!
Brandon
with the win!
Brandon! What?
He knocked out the champ! That's
What?
wow!
For Mortal Kombat's very own Rich Divizio!
Undisputed Blood Wars Championship.
Oh, look at that! And look at that slamming! That's literally
The 60 hit comp.
But because of the fact that you eliminated Michelle in the Tekken 3 tournament, I have to avenge her L. So guess what? Don't take this ass kicking personally.
sleeping on it.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, he's not sleeping on it.
He doesn't.
Yep, not.
Steven
he's
Lucas
definitely not
is
sleeping
moving
on it.
on.
Gotta give it up to Michelle though. For real.
Steven.
It
is all over.
The return
Norbert
of
Vale
Norbert Vale,
is your
the
two-time
champion.
Bloody Wars champion.
Bloody Wars Nation. This is JP Pitts, your host of the Bloody Wars Tournament, and welcome to another episode of the Bloodcast. That's right, folks. That's what I'm going to be calling it from now on. And today, we're diving deep into the show. Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gents, and enjoy this wild ride. First things first, this Bloodcast episode is brought to you by the FFC. If you're a huge Chiefs fan, Packers fan, or even a Swiftie, this program is not for you. But if you're a flag football fan looking to showcase your skills, look no further, ladies and gentlemen. Register for the first ever FFC season on May 19th at www.flagfootballchampionships.net. It is 100% free to get in, so don't wait and get ready to hit the field in style. Now, let's get into some exciting news. We've welcomed some fresh blood into the Bloody Wars family. That's right, folks. New members are on board and ready to leave their mark on the battlefield. Get ready to witness some fierce competition like never before. But wait, there's more. We're thrilled to announce that a new journalist, I should probably pop the banners up. My apologies, folks. That's right, folks. We have a new journalist on board, ladies and gentlemen, / interviewer. They're going to be joining into the party. Keep your eyes peeled during the pre-show. Why, you might ask? Because we're about to unveil this dynamic addition to the team. Get ready for exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes actions. That's going to be awesome to see.
Norbert Vale, your two-time former Bloody Wars champ, is in the stream chat.
Norbert Vale, your former two-time Bloody Wars champion, is in the stream chat. What's going on, Norbert? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. And speaking of champions, we've got a special treat for you all. Rumors were told that the reigning undisputed Bloody Wars champion might head over to the commentating booth for the upcoming Bloody Wars tournament. Get ready for some top-notch analysts and thrilling competition. That's going to be exciting, folks. I can't wait for Shady to I heard about that, Norbert. I hope you feel well. COVID is not fun. I've had COVID 2 times in my lifetime. It is not fun. Hope you're feeling well. Anyways, now let's talk dates. Mark your calendars, folks. June 23rd at 4 p.m. because that's when the Bloody Wars tournament kicks things off with a bang. We're bringing the heat with Super Dragon Ball Z. That's right, folks. Super Dragon Ball Z. Brandon Travis. Yes, we will get to that in a minute. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Super Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, mark your calendars for that, folks. Super Dragon Ball Z. So head over to your PS2, sharpen your skills, and get ready to battle it out for the glory. That's going to be exciting, folks. Like I said, tune in to the Bloody Wars Tournament Super Dragon Ball Z event. Go to www.bloody-wars-tournament.com and sign up today. Now, and don't forget, folks, at 1 p.m., we're dropping some major announcements. We're doing the pre-show, and we're dropping some major announcements. And the new undisputed Bloody Wars Championship belt reveal. That's going to be awesome. Beautiful, as I must say. Yeah, so feast your eyes on the cash money prize, the Funko Pops. I even got them here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Funko Pops that are going to be prizes for Super Dragon Ball Z. First up, we've got Kame, the big figure from Dragon Ball Z. I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Ball, but when you guys are, you must know who this character is. Now, we also got that. Hope I pronounced his name right. Vedga. We got a Vedga Funko Pop, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's a popular character. I know for a fact that he's part of this game. He's one of the main rosters of Super Dragon Ball Z. So he will be given as a prize too. On top of that, last but not least, we've got exclusive limited edition Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Goku Black Funko, ladies and gentlemen. It even glows in the dark. I'm not going to prove that, but once you get your hands on this, I think this might go for first place because it's a limited edition. So at least that's limited edition, right? Unlike my other prize that I had, that was we'll get to that in a minute. To those that are curious about what's going on with that prize, just DM me and I'll discuss what happened. But we've also got the Akira Toriyama sketch of Goku himself. Oh, and let's not forget the prize that fits the glory puzzle, the Bloody Wars Interim Championship belt. Vegeta. My bad, Norbert. Thank you for the correction. I hear you, dude. All right. Now, let me see. And so you guys are asking me. You guys are. I know what's in your mind.
The Cordova family is in the stream chat. The
Cordova family is in the stream chat. We're gonna get to him in a minute, the head of the Cordova family. But I know what you guys are thinking. JP, what's the deal with the interim championship? Well, let me break it down to you. Yes, I apparently got to explain this, so let me explain. GGA Shady has made it official that he won't be participating in the tournament. But fear not, folks. He's not pulling the disappearing act or should I call it the Mohammed. He's got his eyes sights for new MK1 and even Street Fighter 6 tournaments, believe it or not. So instead, he'll be watching from the sidelines as the reigning champion. As for the interim championship, the winner of the Super Dragon Ball Z tournament will earn that title and a chance to go head-to-head with GGA Shady for the undisputed Bloody Wars Championship. So, different belt, the different undisputed Bloody Wars champion, that will be revealed in the pre-show. But this interim championship, as the thumbnail says, I think it is time to unveil the belt that the contestants will be playing for. Dramatic effect much? The noble prize, folks, is here. Right in my possession. I mean, Shady plays hardcore in Ignite way before Bloody Wars. I mean, probably. Yeah. I'm telling you, Shady's got his eyes on tournaments. He's got a combo breaker ahead. And maybe 50-50 with Evo. But he's got his eyes sights for sure. Surprise, surprise on Street Fighter 6 for sure. But now, let us reveal the Bloody Wars Interim Championship. Are they ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Someone's ready in my green room. I know that for a fact. Come on. Let's see the chat pop up. Let's see the chat get hyped. Yeah, I've already seen Norbert. All right, everyone's ready. Drum roll. There it is, folks. The Bloody Wars Interim Championship. A lot similar with my first belt that we've had. We've got the Street Fighter side plate and the Mortal Kombat side plate with Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And then Ken and Ryu. This is the noble prize for the interim championship belt right here, folks. It's a beautiful belt, right? I think so too. That's why I picked it out. Like I said, folks, tune into the pre-show where we will be revealing the new undisputed Bloody Wars Championship that GGA will be holding. And like I said, that opportunity will be on that table. You know what? You want it? You all grab it for me? I'm working here. It is heavy. All right. That is the belt, folks. Great choice, right? Same design as my first one. I got to. Different belt strap. Looks good. Now that that's over with, like I said, folks, ready to throw your hat into the ring. Head over to the www.bloody-wars-tournament.com and register now. Don't miss your shot at becoming the man of the hour. Just like this man of the hour for my guest for today. But before we get to him, let's recap on last week's podcast. Last week's Bloodcast was episode number 2. And my guest from that time was Norbert Vale, your former 2-time Bloody Wars champion and your JP Productions NFL Blitz 99 champion and current Bloody Wars MVP award winner. He and I had some interesting conversations. If you missed the podcast last week, be sure to check out episode number 2 for some fascinating insights. Like I said, folks, great conversation. But now, coming into the Bloodcast is our guest for this week. He has been telling me he's practicing for this game, for the upcoming Bloody Wars tournament. He's one of the longest contenders we've had on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your number 6 ranked contender for the Bloody Wars tournament, the Hype Man Award winner himself. Please give a warm welcome to Damian Iron Gorilla Cordova. Damian, you're here.
Hey, how's it going?
Nothing much, man. Good to see you on the Bloodcast, man. This is the first time you've entered to this one. How do you feel tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, just keep it up with practicing as much as I can. With other priorities taking place, but I get time in whenever I can.
No, I could completely understand. So, how is it up in space?
Oh, cold.
Yeah, I bet, man. I wouldn't want to be up in space myself. Well, like I said, good to see you here, man. Before we get into this, I just got to give a huge shout out to Damian, because a week ago, I've opened up a gift that Damian gave me for Christmas. I thought it was like a glass container. And instead, I opened it up. It was what was that drink, by the way?
It's called Coquito.
That's right. And
Yes.
I didn't refrigerate it because I thought it was just glass. But now I've opened it up. I've got my own wine in here. This is the present that Damian gave me for Christmas. Beautiful, beautiful piece, man. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And then the glass that it came with it, I've got my wine here. So cheers. Cheers to Damian. Salute. Woo! I should not have done that. I'm going to get kicked out of YouTube and move these to Rumble. That's my plan. All right, Damian. So, like I said, thank you for tuning in and thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's kick things. Let's backtrack a little. Your first time into Bloody Wars, you had Tattoo Assassins. That was the tournament that you made your debut on. I think that was April of 2023. And
Yes.
you've made an impact, man. I mean, you went to the grand finals. You were this close to being the third man to grab the belt. And ever since then, ever since that event, you've always been telling me that you're training your kids for fighting games, and you're putting on one hell of a performance, and you've been dominating, man. So how does it feel to hear that?
Feels pretty damn good, to be honest with you. I basically go into these things and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna underestimate anyone, even if I've beaten them before, because you never know.
Yeah, I understand, and that's how I feel with everybody else, or with different opponents in every source of competition that you head into. That's normal. I understand. But overall, I mean, like I said, I feel like that people shouldn't underestimate you, because it could be a game that you know very well and you do really good at. So that's why you're one of our top contenders. So I appreciate that. But yeah, so I know you've made a huge impact on Third Strike too. So, and I noticed every time you've been coming into Galloping Ghosts, that's either your first or the second game you've played when you first come into the Ghost. So, sounds like you know a lot about Third Strike.
Yeah, I do. I just it's one of those games that I just playing casually. And yeah, I mean, other than the tournament, I never really like seriously played. Um, as far as Third Strike goes, I mean, it's all been like experimental stuff. Let me try this out. Let me try that out. Oh, this combo might look like it'll be do some damage, or you know, hey, let me try this move out. Maybe I could sneak that in or something like that. Um, and then just go from there. I mean, just kind of work my way around moves and build on that. So it's all pretty experimental stuff. Even now, years later after it's been out.
Right. No, that's awesome, man. And I know, like I said, you have practice with that. You've already got we've seen you use your main a lot. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of your mains is Q, right?
No, actually, my main characters are Ken, Akuma, and Ibuki.
Oh yeah, Akuma is a popular one, man. That's a popular one. Everyone likes Akuma. Did you hear that he's coming out in Street Fighter 6?
Yes, and I've seen some of the gameplays. It actually looks pretty good. So, they kind of did him dirty in 5. I mean, there's just there's a couple of moves where it was like they nerfed him on that. So it's I mean, like some of the dive kick coming in with a combo. The Tatsu was kind of weak to throw that into a combo. And then that weird demon flip EX that made him like Sonic the Hedgehog. It was kind of laughable. So
it is. I'm not gonna lie. Well, as soon as I saw that, I'm just like, what is that? Is that Akuma right there? Is that his?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say. I mean, we've reflected Third Strike, we've reflected Tattoo Assassins, and you with Norbert. But now we're at a different timeline. We're at Super Dragon Ball Z. Your thoughts on that, and what's your practicing been like? Give us a taste of it.
Well, practicing is pretty much everything experimental, trying different characters, seeing which one I could use for what strategy, and it's basically up to like the moment of really who you're gonna see me use in the actual tournament. But I'm playing around with different characters and seeing how they play, and if they match my style of playing, or if I should just scrap it and go with a different character. But for right now, yeah, I'm experimenting with a couple of characters.
How I know, some people, they want to like get access to it. They can either get access through their PS2 if they still have that, or they would have to get the ROM. Not gonna say that because I'll get booted out. But they would have to.
We all know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, glad I cleared that up. Are you using that? Because I know there's different versions of them out there.
Yeah, I am. The PS2 version, it does work on the PS4. So that's pretty cool that it's
Jose Velasquez is in the stream
goes
chat.
far that far
Jose.
back. Hey, Jose, how you doing?
What's going on, Jose? Good to see you, man. Go ahead, continue.
All right. One thing before we continue, you misspelled my name again.
I did?
Yeah, it's IEN.
Oops. I better change that up. I can't do that. Jesus, what is going on with me today? IEN.
Yeah.
Thank you for confirming with me. We will get that. Oh, for some reason. Oh, you typed that in.
I typed that in.
It's a new software that I'm learning. I'm learning. That's all. That's what it's all about.
It's all right. There we go.
So yeah, now all right, we're good, right?
Yep, we're good.
Cool. All right, go
All
ahead.
right. So now I've got a question for you.
What's
As
up?
far as the Bloody Wars tournament has gone, what is your Mount Rushmore of the Bloody Wars tournament so far?
My Mount Rush?
Your Mount Rushmore of the Bloody Wars tournament so far. Like, who is on your Mount Rushmore?
Define route Rushmore for me.
All right,
My
so
brain's not working for me.
Mount Rushmore. That's the mountain that has like the president's heads on there. You know, like Washington and.
Who's the guy that like
your Mount Rushmore. Your top four.
Ooh, oh man, and God, you're putting me under pressure, man. Oh man,
I had to do it, man. Sorry, I just had to.
I'm a host. I can't just. Oh man, I'm the host. That. Oh man, that's. Woo. All right. I gotta say.
Okay, so let me put it to you this way.
All right, go ahead.
Your top 4 matches so far that has been in the Bloody Wars tournament.
Matches? Whoa.
Yeah, your top 4 matches.
Now, if you would have put it that way, I would have had less. Okay, so we've got. I really loved when Aiden and Norbert for WrestleMania. I love that match. That was a beautiful moment. That was an upset moment. I think that was a moment where, Aiden's he showed out. He showed out. He definitely did. He's top. If it wasn't for that match, he wouldn't have been top contender till this day. So the fact that he's been putting out like deliberately like destroying the 2-time champ, that says a lot about him. And I gotta say, awesome stuff from Aiden. Love him. But yeah, and then afterwards, you were celebrating with him. That's what makes it so awesome,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone that comes out to the tournament.
Your former gaming champion, Stephen Lucas, has been spotted lurking in the stream chat.
Bring the competition on. No, it's all good. They just bring the competition, and they really, we push each other. So I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I know all you guys that are out there watching right now. You're all coming in with the intent of taking us out, and we're coming in there with the same intention on you guys. We're coming in there to take you guys out. No shade, no disrespect, no nothing. It's just how it is, We're in there to take each other out, and once the tournament's over, we all have
friends at the end. You guys are reflecting, yeah. You guys are buds at the end. Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, and it's not it's not so much like, oh, I can't stand that guy or whatever. It's just that, when it comes to the tournament, I mean, you are an obstacle, to me. So I'm going to try to take you out as quick as possible. And I'm sure everyone else feels the same way too. So, but we could reflect on it later on and, and have a few laughs like we always do.
Right. Because at the end of the day, you guys got footage and like evidence that this actually happened. And, no one saw this coming. That's what the fun part of what is. It's like no one saw it coming. That's why I love doing these things. And if I'm gonna be honest with you, I mean, definitely the Cordova family is like one of the top family that you can't ignore for sure. And believe it or not, I mean, Norbert's been one hell of a champion and one hell of a legacy guy that he is, two-time Bloody Wars champion. I mean, who's gonna beat that? I know he's probably after this pre-show with Super Dragon Ball Z. He's gonna definitely look for the third time because let me tell you, that belt, whew, beautiful. I was showing it to Victoria not too long ago. It's beautiful. No one else has seen it, so.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it on the pregame show. All right, so we got your first moment there. What's your second?
Second. Oh boy.
So we got three more.
Oh, hate to admit this. Izzy and Brandon. We can't ignore that. As much as a lot of stuff has been going down, you can't ignore that match. Izzy and Brandon.
No. Mm-mm.
That upset of dethroning that champion, I can't ignore that.
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, that was unexpected.
It was,
to be honest, and that's what makes this tournament great. I mean, you just you don't know what's coming. You don't know how hard your opponents have practiced, and you just gotta hope that you just got enough to get over on them.
Right. And it might be, I can see where people are coming from when they're saying it looks like an upset because Izzy has the belt. There's at the end of the day, there are fighting games are like they're different in different ways. Not every fighting game is the same. So him coming in still and putting on a performance still with Third Strike, he still had a good run with his belt defense. I'm not gonna lie. So I think that was the moment when he was facing off. I think he beat Israel Bahina, if I'm not mistaken. That's what really impressed me because Israel Bahina. I'll get to him in a minute. It's one of those moments where it's like you got a champion versus champion. You got people that know what it takes to win the tournament. You got both of them fighting against each other. That's what really sets the bar high for the content,
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, to answer your question, my third match would be just I wouldn't say like the whole. I am gonna say the whole thing, the whole tournament when Israel Bahina came in for Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. That one is historical and many reasons, but one of the main reasons that it's the first ever Bloody Wars tournament that was held, and Israel showed up, and he's got one of them was one of the contenders that we had. His name was Paul Reardon. He's one of Chris Plackey's guys.
I think I remember Paul.
Yeah,
I think he came out for the Blitz tournament, didn't he?
That was Jim Patzer. He came out for Third Strike.
No, I know Jim came out for Blitz. It was
You're probably thinking of Third Strike, either Third Strike or Mortal Kombat 4 Tattoo.
No, it was Third Strike. It was Third Strike. My bad. Yeah. But yeah.
You're good. I mean, no, like I said, he knows Chris very well, and for him to go against Israel, and Israel still beat him. That's one of the craziest things. It's like you could be friends with one of the greatest Mortal Kombat players ever. I wouldn't say ever because GGA Shady is going to come out, is going to pull that Muhammad on me. We're not going to get into that. But other than that, him knowing someone that has an experience with Mortal Kombat so much, and for Israel to destroy him, like if it's nothing, that's what really, got to me. So Israel's my third pick, I guess.
All right.
What we're up to? 4? Or are you doing 4?
We're doing top. We're doing top 4.
I gotta rethink my fourth one because I know I've got like Nicole on Tekken 3. She was good, man.
Oh yeah. There's no denying that.
I'm already seeing Steven Lucas in the stream chat. I know he can't be happy when I say that name. No, but Nicole was really good.
Yeah,
she was really good. I saw her performance with obviously with Steven and then with Sam, and then she had some other top contenders on her game. Plus, she's a fierce competitor. One of Norbert's friends. Oh, that was it, Norbert. She was up against Norbert. It was a close match. And they've been friends for like I think over 20 years.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so great contender. We love having her here, and we love Nicole, right? We definitely love Nicole.
Yes, she would have destroyed me in Tekken 3 if I had played her. I'll just tell you right now, Tekken is not my strong suit. I still came out and played. I got my ass handed to me, but I'll still try it. I'll still try because you never know. I mean, you might pull off a lucky combo or some lucky hits and move up in the ranking.
And that's what's cool about people that are making their debuts in tournaments. It's like we don't know what to expect. Like I said, I'm bringing this up with Nicole again. Like we didn't expect her to like take down a bunch of people in Tekken 3. We didn't even. I don't think she was interviewed in the pre-show either. Like I think it was one of those last-minute submissions, and I think her next. After that, she appeared in WrestleMania, and like I said, she was in it for the fun. I don't think she had that many experience with WrestleMania, but like I said, she was in it for the fun. We love having her here, and that's totally not me throwing shade at someone else. Totally not.
No shade.
Yeah.
It was just a question that I had on my mind. Like, you know what? I'm gonna turn this around on him. I'm gonna ask him a question now. So,
right. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, DM me. I'll tell you. But it is what it is. I mean, whoever shows up to Bloody Wars, welcome them. They're more than welcome. So that's what it's all about.
oh yeah, it's always fun, doing this, and that was the main reason why I signed up and I wanted to go. And funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that I've told you this story, but to everyone else watching, I missed the first 3 Bloody Wars tournaments because I did see the flyer, I saw it on the website and everything, and I'm like, oh man, I got to go to this. And the very first one, I was out of town. I was so disappointed because I really wanted to get in there and play. And then finally, it was when Tattoo Assassins was announced. I'm like, okay, I am not missing this one.
Yeah.
And I went in, and yeah, not to be honest, I wasn't really expecting to get as far as I did because I didn't know how everyone else played.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I really had a blast. It got in the grand finals, it got really intense, but it was in a good way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah. Norbert, I know you're watching, but you really know how to push people.
He does. Pressure's on everyone.
He really pushed me, and it was it was just by that little bit, and yeah.
I know
I had a blast.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. And I know that the third one that you missed out on, you was actually there. You was trying to get there. But though that was on me though. I scheduled it where people were still working. That was Power Stone, by the way. I think, yeah.
I was trying to get it for Power Stone, and I got there and it was already over.
No, that was that. Yeah, no reason. That was my bad. I totally screwed up the timing for that one. We're not doing Fridays anymore, only Sundays. Because of that.
That's cool. I'm just glad I got I work with people nice enough to take my Sunday shift that
Right,
for those particular days.
for sure. Let me know in the stream chat if you guys think I should pull Power Stone again. Totally not me giving it any hints at this time. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Hater Shack is in the stream chat. What's going on, Hater Shack? I just saw him here. All right, good to see you, Hater Shack. But no, I haven't been. Yeah, it's not about me. It's about you, Damian. It's about you. So a little bit more about you is like I said, huge contender on the list. You've won the Hype Man Award for a particular reason. I want to get a little bit more into that.
Oh, sure, go for it.
Yeah, so obviously October 15th. Oh no, excuse me. We didn't have October 15th because of people of the staff. I'm not going to get to that, but whatever.
No, we're not going to mention that.
The week after October 15th, you were awarded as the Hype Man Award. In your head, I know you said during that pre-show that it was unexpected. You wasn't expecting to win that award, but you had to think about why did you win the Hype Man Award? Did you ever thought about that, or what made you think that you won it?
I didn't even think I won that. To be honest, I was, in reality, I was just looking to, just cheer people on. Whoever won won their awards and all that stuff. I was just looking to cheer them on and just kind of be happy for people. I didn't think that I was going to win the Hype Man Award. But yeah, I mean, just going into the pre-shows, tournaments, and whatnot. I was just thinking, what, just let it hang out. Try to be entertaining. Do what you can, get people to watch. Gas them up. Whatever, and just have fun with it. And that's basically what I do when I go on here. On the Bloody Wars, I want to have fun with it, and if I'm entertaining, you guys find me entertaining, that's cool. I'm just having fun.
And I know that after the whole ceremony thing, we had the pre-show for WrestleMania. Unique entrance, by the way. I think everyone knew what was up, but in case they didn't, what was going on? What happened in there?
So the pre-show went on, and and I'm like, okay, so we're doing WrestleMania, and this is the big show for Bloody Wars, and I'm like, what, we're doing WrestleMania, and this is one of the guys that I'm a fan of, and I've enjoyed seeing him entertain people. It was the Undertaker. So I'm like, okay, I gotta cosplay as the Undertaker. So I went in there, and we kind of all collaborated on that, and we got to make this entrance happen, and just get everyone gassed up to play this game.
Yeah, you had everyone hyped, during that time, everyone's like, where the hell did the lights at? Where were the lights at?
And for a while, no one saw me through the pregame show. Yeah, up until that point, pregame show went on, and the award show was on, and then I kind of disappeared.
Contender for the Bloody Wars tournament, Damian Cordova.
You guys remember this? Yeah.
I didn't even know he was sitting back there. Oh my gosh.
Yep, and then I knocked the bell over.
Ah. Do you know how cool? Dude, it would have been so cool if we had a pool of smoke.
That was awesome, man. And we had to rehearse everything. I gotta tell Brandon like turn off the lights. And,
Yeah, that was so much fun, and that response, from everyone just watching, that was awesome. That like really got me going too. I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
we gotta add like what's it called? Pyros. Like we gotta add the fireworks.
The pyrotechnics, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta add more of that. We should do that for every contender. Well, someone that's like privileged, like a champion, like someone that's been champion for a while. They gotta earn something like that. I gotta coordinate, So
Well, some of that stuff can actually be done with lights. So, I mean, let's not get crazy and have have some fireworks going on in the back of the arcade.
Oh yeah, because that can cancel right away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not only cancel, but you'd probably lose your job over there.
Yeah, good call. Something light, low key.
Yeah, something with lights. Lights will be fine.
There you go. We'll just add like just a specific entrance that Damian did. It'll just be strictly for Damian only. That's our plan.
I'm on board with it. We'll coordinate later.
There you go. I'm gonna get calls now. All right. So yeah, and then during that tournament, like I said, we've during that event we saw. Yeah, I'm seeing your chat, Jose. The cake Tetris thing. I saw that.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get into that, but I just want to explain myself with like I said, with Aiden's match against Norbert. One of the biggest upsets I had that we've had in the tournament. How did you feel after that match? Because I know you were excited.
Oh my God! Like it was kind of like I don't know exactly how to put it, because I mean it was like, first off, there was a lot of pride there. Just seeing him perform on that level, and seeing him continue to perform, like beyond expectations of someone in his generation. I feel like, I've successfully, passed on the torch, and, he just continues to get better and practice, and, and he's coming up with a style all his own. So, he really came into his own, over the years. And we've been playing fighting games since he could pick up a controller. So, it's only to be expected.
Right. And then you've been training him for that long too. And that also, credits to you, because you've been training him for this long, and, he wouldn't have known about fighting games the way he does now if it wasn't for you. So I think that, it's all that credit goes to you for sure. And then the performance has been going through, it's like, I know he came up in fourth place for WrestleMania, but third place in new MK1 though. And those are like Kiwanis and who else? Kiwanis is from Combo Breaker, believe it or not. And we've got experienced contenders like Norbert. Michelle was playing in there. Chris Plackey and GGA Shady were there. Like, those are some big people. And the fact that he was in top 3 below Plackey and Shady, that's really not an insult. Like, that's really good. And the fact that we had like 17 people in the top 3 that are like really good in new MK1. And the fact that like people have access to that game, it's, incredible. It was an incredible moment for Aiden, for sure.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that was another thing. It's all like when we practice again. I mean, I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but I mean, it's like just experimentation. See what feels right. And he found what felt right, and it took him to third place. I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing to sneeze at. I am extremely proud of him. Just I mean, as yes, of course, as my son, but as a fellow contender. I mean, yeah, I mean, he took down the guy that took me down. So
Right. No, and that's there's no shame in that at all. Like it's impressive, you know.
oh no, I feel no shame in that whatsoever. I mean, Kawani's played his ass off. I mean, everyone did. Everyone in there did. I know. And I know I've heard Norbert say this before. That Mortal Kombat isn't his strong suit. Same as Tekken with me. Tekken is not my strong suit, but
Right.
we still play because it's fun.
I will admit this on stream. Power Stone is like a huge like it's is no one's ever beaten me in Power Stone before. It's never happened, except for one man, and that's Aiden Cordova. He's been beating me a few times with Power Stone. I will admit that. And
Correction.
What?
That's Devin Cordova beat you in Power Stone.
Devin, what?
Devin beat you in Power Stone.
Uh-oh. You're exposing me now. Now. Oh no! And then Norbert, before he types it in the stream chat, because I know he will. Norbert has beaten me a few times, but this year he's 0-6. He's 0-6 in Power Stone against me. What's up with that, Norbert? Come at me. What's up?
Uh-oh.
I'm not go deep into that, but Devin and Aiden are pretty dangerous fighters. Let me tell you. So. And I know that has to do with you teaching them as well. So kudos to you for that.
Yeah, and it was pretty much the same way I was taught. I mean, I got my ass kicked a lot in fighting games. I lost a lot of quarters in fighting games playing against the other people that have been more practiced and all that stuff, and it just kind of motivated me to do that. So. I mean, I did the same thing to them. I mean, I said, okay, we're playing this fighting game. Let's go. They're like, all right, let's go. And, I just keep pounding them until they figure out a pattern or a strategy or something like that. And then say, okay, I'm going to take you on, old man. Let's go. And, sure enough, they start getting some W's in their column, against me. So, basically, I've trained them to kick my ass. So,
right. No, that's you're one of the top contenders, and for Aiden to get through that and trying to beat you, especially if you're one of the top contenders, that's like huge, And
oh yeah.
So, well, with that said, I know that Stephen Lucas just pointed that out. And yes, next Thursday, he will be interviewed by Stephen Lucas.
Yes. Right here in this studio, right there. Where is it? There. Yep.
Is this your custom studio? Or?
Yes. This is my own custom studio. This is a green screen back here. And then my whole microphone set up with my own Goku Black right here.
Love it.
But
Love
yeah,
it. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, my Deadpool chair.
Right. For sure. Can't miss that. That's a gaming chair, right?
Yes, it is.
For Deadpool?
So,
I've never seen that before.
Deadpool.
Oh, that's cool. Never seen that before. That's awesome. Never seen that before. So, we'll leave. Well, Aiden will have his own resume off to the side on Thursday. But I want to get back to more about you. So, like I said, Super Dragon Ball Z. You've played the game. You're
Yes.
experiencing with different characters. So I know Aiden and your family, they're training as well for it. But
Yes.
what could we see? Not to put pressure on you or anything, but could we see you put capture the interim championship?
It's a good possibility. I'm not going to throw shade at anyone or salt or start any kind of whatever, but hey, it's anyone's game. I mean, it could be me, could be Aiden, could be any of the other guys on the roster. I mean, it could be anyone's day on any given day.
Are
But
you?
I will promise you
Yeah, go
this.
ahead. Yes, go
I'm
ahead.
going to give you a show.
Yes,
You're going to get a show from me. I'm going to be trying to kick it up a notch with being entertaining, you know, and just go out there and do my thing.
that's what it's all about. Are you able to read the chat?
Yeah, I got my phone up right
All right,
here. Let's see.
I am experiencing technical difficulties, so I'll let you read the chat and you respond to them while I take care of it.
Yeah, go for it.
All
All right. So so it looks like Norbert sees that I'm training Aiden the same way Hachi trained Kazi. Yeah, pretty much. I just throw him into the fire and see where he goes from there. And it's when you're playing me, it's either sink or swim. If you're not going to figure out the strategy or figure out a pattern, I mean, you're going to continue to get your ass kicked until you figure it out. I don't when it comes to training someone, it's you don't want to pull punches because then you're just disrespecting them. You don't they don't learn from that. Just like you wouldn't pull punches on someone in a tournament. I mean, it's same reason. This is just disrespectful. So yeah, I wouldn't do that to anyone. So yeah, just give them a full experience. Um, Hater Shack, he played Star Wars, a Return of the Jedi recently. Okay, and no Tetris.
No Tetris, Jose. Back. I finished my one, by the way.
Okay, cool. But yeah, to answer Norbert's comment here about minus dumping Aiden off the volcano, that's inaccurate. I completely dumped him off the volcano playing against him. I just completely like annihilated him, whether, perfect supers, 50-50s and all that stuff, until he figured out, okay, I could do this. So yeah, I totally dumped him off the volcano and told him survive. Survivor. Right. I'm just gonna keep doing this, and he got it.
You're not keeping the kid gloves on.
Oh no, never. It was kind of what I was explaining because it was it's just disrespectful when you pull your punches.
Right. Wrestle. I hope you guys are doing better. By the way, I heard that Norbert has COVID.
Oh, no, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Ugh.
No, it's just I hope you feel better, Norbert.
Yeah, do get better. Lots of fluid.
You gotta be better before the tournament. You gotta get the belt, especially from Damian.
I got it. I got to see you on that bracket, man.
Right. I know he's definitely gonna fight for that belt. Speaking of belt, what do you think of the interim championship?
It's shiny. I want it around my waist.
Yeah. So about that belt. Like I said, it was from the first design that I've done with the first one.
Yes. I remember that design very well. I it was right there at my fingertips.
Right, with Tattoo Assassins. Right.
Yes.
How does it look on me? I
Looks
want to
damn
know.
good.
Wait, how's it look on me? Good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. The light helps. Someone says it's shiny. It's the light for sure. Well, yeah, this could be yours, Damian. So, like I said, it could be anybody's. Just tune into the website and sign in.
Yes.
But yeah, so like I said, one of the top contenders, and then I want to get into how you first came into Galloping Ghosts. What's your thoughts on that? Like, what was your first experience like with the Ghosts?
Oh man, I had never heard of it before, and then one of my daughter's friends was like, "Oh yeah, this is this huge arcade, and this was several years ago." It's like, "Oh, this is huge arcade. You just pay a door charge, and you can play everything for free." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Let's go check it out." So, and we saw like the row of Street Fighter games, and I'm like, "Oh, this is it. I got to make this a regular spot to come hang out." And yeah, the rest is history.
Because when was the first time? Do you remember the exact date or when you first came out?
It was.
I don't know
I
if it was
wanna
when I came out or when I first stepped into the Ghost.
It was actually before you started.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, before you started working there, we went there. So
I started when I was started in March 2022.
oh yeah, we went there probably about 2018.
2018. Oh wow, so that was a long time. I would go there every now and then. I wasn't like a huge arcade guy the way I am now. It was like what's good about where I'm at is like it's like down the street. So if I really want to play some games, I can go do that whenever. Like it was a once in a while thing.
Yeah.
So whatever. But no, and then I heard there was an opportunity right there. I think a month ago, 2 years into the Ghost. So I mean, it's been awesome. It's been really huge for me, and it's been. I think the first year, like during the 2022 year, it was the summertime. It was like, school's out, all the college kids are coming out, all the people they're out of hibernation, so they want something to do. They come over here, right? I think that was during that time. I think that was when I first met Kaylee because that was I originally met Kaylee. She was playing. What was it? It was Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat game. If for some reason something told me to like play a game with her, it was for some reason something told me to play a game with her, and I did. And then she came over here and told me, "Hey, like my family, they love fighting games." And
yeah,
she was right. She was right. When is she gonna come out to Play Wars? Because I know she attempted on Third Strike.
She attempted it. It was kind of like didn't feel quite comfortable. In Third Strike, she definitely wasn't comfortable in Mortal Kombat because I mean she saw how we played it and she was like, "No, you guys are animals. I'm not even gonna try."
Right.
And I mean and we didn't the stuff that we did at home. We didn't really we didn't pull at the tournament because I mean we were pulling some real stinker moves on each other, and it was like, like it wasn't. How can I put it? it was kind of cheesy in a way what we were doing, but that was kind of how we prepared ourselves. Like like okay, someone's trying to cheese you in a fighting game. You gotta at least try to do something to get out of it. So that was what we were doing. We were just playing like really really slop, very button mashy, very just whatever you could do to get over on someone. Just real stinker moves. So I mean,
Right.
That was how we kind of prepared ourselves for Mortal Kombat. Not that anyone at the tournament would do that and just pull off stinker moves or whatever. But I mean, just everything and everything, everything and anything. It was just no holds barred, not
Yeah.
whatever.
That's expected. To get good at it. And I know, just to confirm with your answer, Stephen Lucas posted in the comments saying, "Is Kaylee uncomfortable?" Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, like she saw the way that we were playing, even when I was convincing her, they're not going to be playing like this. This is very like this is like very sloppy playing. This is like there's no real technique. There's no real play style to it. It's just like really sloppy stuff. She was just like, well, I don't want to deal with like the chance of someone playing like that, and I'm like, okay, well, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. I mean, you can still come hang out and whatnot, but and so yeah, I mean that was basically it right there in a nutshell. I mean,
Right. No, I get that.
I mean, at one point or another, you will see her in a Bloody Wars tournament. You will see her on a pregame show.
It will be exciting.
You will see you excuse me. You will see her compete. One day. It's just like she wants like I would want her to feel confident in
Right.
in going in and playing and whatnot. And
What would be her favorite game? Favorite fighting game?
oh, that is a good question because she kind of does a little bit of everything, and I haven't really like tapped her to see like what she would really um feel comfortable with. I know that there's like several SNK games that she has played, that she's pretty good at. And then I know there's I believe Capcom versus SNK where you kind of have like all those Street Fighter and SNK characters kind of like brought in together.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of those, something like that, and yeah, I mean like me, she likes like pretty obscure fighting games too. So I mean,
For sure. That I mean, we will try. I mean, whatever's obscured about fighting games, we'll try to put that out there soon. Stay tuned for more information regarding that. Maybe after Super Dragon Ball Z, we'll probably have something on the table, and she can make her debut from there. Same way with Devin. What made him want to participate?
he saw that he saw that we had fun with it.
Or Third Strike. That was Third Strike you participated in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Said, well, I haven't really played this one, but I've played 4 and 5, and let's see. And he kind of liked it. He had fun, and he's just kind of picking and choosing which tournaments he'll participate in at the moment. So I kind of like just ask him every now and then, okay, you want to try this one? No, I don't think I'll do very well on that one. Okay, how about this one? Maybe not. yeah, I think Mortal Kombat. Same reason for Kaylee was that he saw Aiden and I just really really going at it in not so not so sportsmanlike way that he was just like,
Yeah.
okay, no.
Because there's so much competition in that. I mean, they're experienced players.
Mhm.
Aiden, you guys are experienced with Blade Wars. You guys are not made to give it in easy.
Yeah, no. So
So
yeah,
yeah,
and that's kind of how it is. It's like if we if we practice for something, I mean, yeah, we pretty much like find like whatever way to try to get one over on the other. And then it's like, oh, well, I wouldn't really play like this, or, I
right.
wouldn't really play like that. But because I mean, at the end of the day, it's about having fun. For me, at least, it's about
Right.
having fun and learning from the other competitors. Like
Yeah.
what they bring to the table. It is like these past tournaments that I've been in. I mean, it's taught me a lot. Um, I mean, I've even I've changed my playing style several times over the past year. Just because playing the way that I used to, is it really gonna win or place in tournaments for games how you play now,
Yeah.
especially with having more experience as said games instead of oh, we pulled the cloth off of this game and it's brand new, have at it, you know
For sure.
like in the past. I mean, you know uh when I was before, ages ago, I'm not gonna
For sure.
I guess I'm dating myself here, but I mean, when Street Fighter Zero 3 first came out, I had joined that tournament, and it was pretty much like, well, they've added some new stuff. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but I know how to basically play with these characters, so I'll try that. Um, but at least here with this, it's like, okay, these games have been out, for decades, so let's try something different.
And I'm glad you brought up the fact that I'm glad you brought up the statement where you said you learned you learned different strategies from different people the same way you've learned a lot about new MK1 that you didn't learn, considering that Chris Plackey, he gave you a different strategy. I know you guys.
Yeah, yeah, my hats off to him. I mean, he showed me some stuff that I'm like, oh,
Right.
okay, I could try that. I could throw that into the routine. I could practice that, and just certain like little tips and moves and stuff like that, and studying frame data and whatnot. I never studied frame data before. Um, before the third strike tournament. I'll put it to you like that.
Yeah.
Never really studied frame data until third strike, and then I hopped on in Fightcade, and there was just this whole thing where it had like frame rates and and a little gauge for frame data, and it was really eye opening. Like,
Right.
wow, I've been doing this wrong the entire time. And
Uh-huh.
then so it's like, okay, you got to change how you play now.
And
So
it and it
I
paid the
did.
favor, did it not?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It did. And so then with MK1, you know, Chris was just like, okay, well, you got to really look at the frame data. This is 7 frames, this is 6 frames. This is safe to do this. This is not safe. Don't do this. Don't do that. And it's like, okay, like yeah, like he was a really valuable resource to helping me step my game up for Mortal Kombat 1.
So for sure, I can completely understand with you're never too old to learn something new, or you're never
Oh
like
no,
for sure.
no, that's the thing. If you how can I put it? If you feel like you know everything, you know nothing. I mean,
Right.
let's just put
No,
it like
that's
that.
a realistic way to put it. It really is.
And yeah,
Um,
there's so much out there that I don't know that even my kids are teaching me. I mean, there's just so much out there that like I just want to consume it all, but
for sure.
there's only so much time in the day that there's only so many hours in the day that you could
Right.
consume
There's
that
that.
knowledge and get that. So I mean,
Mhm.
but man, I
There's
would love to.
Yeah, for sure, and especially if there's deadlines too, pressure's on.
Yes.
Um, and then especially for me, when I'm trying to learn something new, I'm trying to learn a lot about Dragon Ball because I've never watched Dragon Ball ever in my life, and I know a lot of people do. Like some people know a lot about Dragon Ball Z, so I'm trying to learn something with that while I'm putting that out there in the tournament. Um, I want to because I know it's one of the popular anime shows ever. And I
Yes.
know that you and I know you and your family follow up a lot about anime.
Yes.
So, what do you know about Dragon Ball that we could, what are some stuff that we can experience or learn about Dragon Ball Z?
Well, I mean, the internet. I mean, let me tell you, the internet is a blessing and a curse. Um, you don't want to run into some Rule 34 stuff about Dragon Ball, but yeah, I mean, you could definitely learn about a lot about Dragon Ball, and on the internet. There's lots of wiki pages and stuff like that. If you're just getting into it, there's a lot of streaming sites that where you could watch the watch it from the beginning. There's a lot of manga about it too. Um, and yeah, there's just so much out there that you could consume and learn about it. It's not as daunting as One Piece, though. I mean, I haven't like what One
Way.
Piece is like what 2,000 episodes or something like that. No,
Right.
I haven't even watched one. So I mean, it's like, yeah, no, that's a little too
I'll take
daunting for me.
that'll take up the entire time between when I first announced Dragon Ball Z is gonna be released versus the day of the tournament. Like that's how long it'll take for you to catch up on everything with Dragon Ball, and it's a lot of
Yeah. Oh yeah.
episodes.
There's a lot
Different
from the
series too.
yeah, from like the original Dragon Ball all the way to the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, and there's going to be another one coming out soon, if I'm not mistaken. So
For sure.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot out there, but I mean, there's sites out there where you can get like the cliff notes, who this person is, who that person is, what happened there, and whatnot, just to kind of familiarize yourself with some of the characters.
I want to reach out to not reach out, but I want to mention a comment from Hater Shack. He was mentioning the Titan track from Dark Presence that was revealed from the Monday Mystery stream yesterday. Have you tuned into Monday yesterday?
You know what? I had a full plate yesterday.
Yeah.
I did not tune into the Monday Mystery yesterday. I we actually went on a tour of UIC
Uh huh.
for Aiden because he's graduating
Nice.
this year.
Oh
So
man!
shout out to
Congrats, to Aiden.
shout out
Yeah.
to Aiden for graduating this year, class of 2024. Yes.
Props to him. Woo! Everyone. Oh my God! Everyone's growing up.
So yeah, and I feel so old right now.
You
But
look, you look fine, Damon. You look perfect, man.
thank you. You're too kind. But yeah, so yeah, we did that, and yeah, we're just waiting to see what goes on with that. He's looking to get into medicine, so
That's
yeah,
awesome.
um,
They can make some bank for sure.
yeah. He said his big thing was he wants to help people. So I mean that's
Good for him.
yeah.
I believe it. I believe it. Um, no, but like the reason why I brought this up, I was gonna like. I know you're a huge rock fan and everything. I know you got like you know a lot about music and everything.
Yep.
Should
Got
I
the-
play the track? I don't know if I'm gonna get. Yeah, Metallica. Hey, you gotta represent.
Yep.
I got a Metallica shirt too. I got Slipknot. I love Slipknot. Korn. Uh, Guns N' Roses. Bon Jovi.
Yeah, it's funny because uh, my playlist is like it's a weird and scary place. I mean, there's like all kinds of music on there.
Yeah, no, that's all. Yeah, I love it. No, because no, the reason why I brought that up, I don't know if like I wanted to like play it. I don't know if I don't think Doc is gonna copyright this on me, would he? I mean, I'm just using it to promote his
Yeah,
stuff.
I would hold off on that and just ask people to like listen in and go to the arcade and check
To
that
those
out.
to those that haven't seen the stream where you play the guitar of the track, go tune in now so I won't get copyrighted, so I won't get taken
Yes.
down and get
Yes.
sued because we're not.
Yes, no, you gotta play it safe. Even if Doc doesn't do it, YouTube might because they
Yeah,
their algorithms are weird. So
that's
I
why
mean,
that's why Rumble exists. I was thinking about doing Rumble, so I'm not trying to be like you know, one channel to another, but like so some you know, it's crazy how YouTube runs stuff today. I,
yeah, that's why we're really careful when we upload. Like we try not to put even the game music tracks when we're streaming. We try to keep that out or keep the volume really low so that someone doesn't like the algorithm doesn't pick up on it and say, oh well, you did this, so we're shutting you down. Or I mean, I know they won't shut you down right away, but they will,
Right.
like they'll smack you down. So
no, yeah, that's a good, no, especially if you're the type of channel that will get like monetization or whatever.
yeah,
It's not even that much, anyways. But
yeah.
we're not.
I mean, I haven't hit that level yet.
Me either. Me either.
We're looking to do some restructuring with the channel. So that's why we haven't uploaded lately. We're brainstorming for some new stuff right now.
For sure.
I hear the fur baby.
Yeah. Sorry about that. No, he's chilling. He just ate, so he's just he's energetic.
Oh, that's cool.
He's hyped up like me, the hype man. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Yeah. And then we got the Hype Man Award winner right here. That's what it's all about. I got people
Yes. It's all about putting on a show and entertaining people and having a blast doing it.
Yep. That's what it's all about. And I know you've been having a blast at it for sure.
Oh yeah.
What could we expect differently from Dragon Ball? I'll ask you that for sure.
Expect yet another different playing style.
Sure.
Because you kind of have to adapt, or you wind up not how can I put it, not succeeding. I mean, you have to adapt. If you keep playing the same way, people are going to figure you out. And
right.
when enough people have figured you out, just not, everyone's going to kick your ass and you're not going to have any fun with it. Like I know there's a lot of people that could take an L in stride and still have fun,
Yeah.
but there comes a certain point where it's like, man, I'm all I'm getting is L's. I'm not having fun anymore. So part of the fun is learning different things and trying different ways to play and experimenting.
We need more people like you over here because that's like that's what we definitely need more people like you in the tournament. I think people would have a better time if there's more yous out there. So appreciate that for sure.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. I know that June's going to be a huge week for all of us. And I know the layout for Super Dragon Ball, the layout of the control panel is different. It's a 4-button layout and it's squared.
Yes.
It's in a squared piece, and it's the same way as a PS2 controller would be. I haven't played the PlayStation 2 version yet. I don't know if I will eventually, but have you? First off,
Yes, I have.
Is there anything different about that versus the arcade version that we have?
The amount of the characters. I mean, there's like several different character slots on top of the original. What is it? 4x4 cube. There's like a whole 2 rows on top of that with different characters. Because I believe the PlayStation version was released after the arcade version, so they had time to go back and add more characters. So yeah, if you're playing with any of those top characters that you have to basically play the game to get and reveal, don't, because it's only going to be like the base characters in that main square that's on the arcade. So just a little helpful advice for you guys out there: don't play with those hidden characters that you have to play the game or story mode and whatnot to get, because they're not going to be in the arcade version. And
They're not.
Yeah, so just so that you're not stuck there like, oh well, my character's not on here, I guess I'll deal with this. And
we'll probably eventually, before the tournament, when we get closer to the tournament, we'll probably put out the layout of what characters to use for the tournament, just so that way everyone's not confused. Just to help everyone out before the tournament comes in.
Yes.
So appreciate that info, because I have not looked into the PlayStation version yet, because I don't have a PS2. I'm debating if I should get one. But you kind of helped me out on there, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But like I said, everyone's coming out to Blade Wars. What would be the game? I'm gonna get personal with you a little bit. Which game would you like to see next in Blade Wars? I mean, we had Third Strike, we had MK1 for all the MK players out there. So, what would be the ideal game for you?
The ideal game for me, I'd like to see some more obscure titles on there. I'm not going to narrow it down to one specific one, but something that people don't generally see in in fighting games. Because I mean, you look at these tournaments and you're like, oh well, Street Fighter's a given. Oh well, Samurai Showdown's a given. Mortal Kombat is definitely a given. So like those games, it's like, okay, well, you've got people that are really good at those, and then you've got people that are not so good at them, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, I'd like to see more obscure games where it's like it's anyone's game. I mean, obviously, with everything that's out in a Bloody Wars tournament, it is anyone's game because we don't know what the other person, what their experience is with it. So
Right.
I mean, but yeah, something where everyone is kind of like, well, hell, I wasn't expecting that. That's kind of something that I would like to see, something where where the lesser known titles go out there and everyone's scratching their head like, oh, I gotta learn how to play this now.
Right. No, that's what's fun about it because like
Yeah.
no one is familiar with the games that they're playing, and especially that's why the Bloody Wars champion, the undisputed Bloody Wars champion, is so. It's so what's the word for it? It's so historical. Like it's very, it's worth a lot because the value of it is it's more because they're playing for something that not a lot of people have experience of. There's no advantage for some people. Mortal Kombat, new MK1, whatever. That was like a fun thing, whatever. So,
Oh yeah. It was still fun regardless that I mean, we knew, everyone knew that, yeah, Chris and Shady, these guys, these guys play, top tier, people at Ignite and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we know that they're very familiar with, with it, but just to see if just maybe, luck is on my side, and maybe I could beat one of these guys.
Right.
Never know.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. And then like, with them like with MK1 coming out with more people playing that, actually let me rephrase. Tekken 8 was released not too long ago. There was a lot of people that have been playing Tekken 8 more than new MK1, believe it or not. To quote Stephen Lucas on that in his research. So point is, new fighting games, the people that have access to those games, the more easier and the better advantage the other person might have for those games. And I think games like Tattoo Assassins or Chinese Exorcist, that game. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Chinese Exorcist will never be in Bloody Wars due to how bad that game is. Just throwing that out there. Not even Tetris. Just throwing that out there as well. Those games like that, like we need more games like that. So that's
but
why.
you know what? And then you got some games that are so bad that they're good.
Street Fighter the movie.
Yeah, you know what? That one, that one was, yeah. I mean, that one was pretty bad, but then it was kind of good in a way. I mean, if that makes any sense.
How so?
It just went full circle to like, okay, here's this movie that pretty much, like people that were into, that people that are in the Street Fighter fans, they're like, what's the
Is that bad? I can't believe you're talking about
the movie the movie itself was kind of like okay,
right.
but and then you see like these characters doing this and it's like, okay, it's a Street Fighter game, so I'm in. It's kind of like that.
Fair enough. It's typical. That's fair. I know you're a Capcom guy, so I respect that.
Yes.
So, whatever Dark Presence releases, you're definitely going to play that. Or we might have that in Bloody Wars. Have you played the game yet?
I have not.
I will say, given I have this experience in the game, I will say it's like due to behind the scenes of what Galloping Ghost is, expect like a Mortal Kombat layout because due to the fact that the GGA loves Mortal Kombat. So
yes. If you and yeah, if you ever go to GGA, you'll see like all the pictures of like the the actors that have played the characters in Mortal Kombat, just all along the walls and statues and whatnot. And every now and then you might be surprised and see some of the actors come in like Rich DeVizio. I mean, that guy's awesome.
Love it. I can't believe I still, we had Rich DeVizio for new MK1 or MK4.
Yes.
Love it. We need more guys like that. Well, we might get Daniel Pacino or Carlos Pacino. I've talked to Carlos a bunch of times. He's a really great guy. Love him. Have you heard the story with DSP with John Tobias?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. That they basically grew up in the same neighborhood or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
His father, they're close friends with Tobias, and he even took a move from DSP's father into a MK game, which is kind of cool. So the fact that DSP is part of our franchise and is part of the game, that's pretty lit.
Yeah, and it's so funny too because if I'm not mistaken, this was they had their whole like their building or whatnot was on the north side,
Yeah.
Midway.
Yeah.
Their whole like their game studio or manufacturing company, whatever you want to call it, they were on the north side. And I remember, as a kid passing that place all the time, like that logo looks familiar. And I'm like, oh yeah, all the pinball machines and stuff. And then you see the logo on Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the OGs. They had originally, I think Tobias, and I think he is originally from Little Italy. I think that's like close to 26th Street in Chicago. That's like around the area around Damian. So like towards the heart of Chicago. That's where I used to live at, not gonna lie, believe it or not. I grew up in like I've grown up I grew up in the city of Chicago back then. So I've had some experience. It's always great to catch up with Tobias, and hopefully we might have him in Bloody Wars. I will have to reach out to him.
That'd be fun,
right? And then, no, you know what? I shouldn't have. What if? Because DSP, because he brought up that story, we should probably have him do like a surprise appear. Like a out of nowhere thing in the pre-show.
Hey, who knows?
Yeah.
Could happen.
It could happen. I could bring someone up here. There you go. So I know that like I said, Super Dragon Ball Z is coming up. To wrap up this interview, I know like I said, you're practicing for this event. You're practicing with your family. You're not going easy on anybody. You're full blown coming out and taking names. So with that said, is there anything that you want to say to the contenders or anything you want to say at all in preparation for Super Dragon Ball Z? That would be the time.
I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. I'm coming for you all.
Yeah, I like that. He's coming for you guys. And on top of that, he's going to be coming after the interim belt. He's going to be coming after that for sure. Like I said, folks, tune into the pre-show for the unveiling of the new Undisputed Bloody Wars Championship. For first place, get your hands on this belt and the shot to go against Shady. Love it. Short and sweet, Damian. Awesome. Well, Damian, thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you for tuning into
of course.
the podcast.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. We will be in touch. All right. Take care.
You too.
All right. There you have it, folks. That was Damian Cordova. Go follow him on Instagram or YouTube at Iron_Gorilla. As of right now, folks, this concludes episode number 3 of the podcast. The Bloodcast. Tune in next week on episode number 4. We will be releasing another special guest on board. I think I'm gonna do an oddball. I think I'm going to be doing someone that's not a Bloody Wars contender, but maybe someone huge, someone very huge into the industry. So tell everyone about it. Tell everyone about tuning into this podcast for next week. It's going to be one hell of a shocker. I think Stephen Lucas might be jealous. Until next time, folks, this is JP Pitts, your host of the Bloody Wars Tournament. For more information on how you can sign up today, just visit www.bloody-wars-tournament.com. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into this stream, and we will see you in the next one.